back in Pro League.
Taeja's back, guys. He had some wrist injuries, but now at least he's well enough to play Pro League again. He's 6-3 in the season. I'm sure he would have a much different record if he was able to play more consistently, but look at that 4-1 against Terran. So that's definitely his best matchup in Pro League.
And we've seen tons of TBT on Bifrost.
We have seen a lot of TBT on Bifrost. It's definitely Bifrost. We see a lot of different matchups on. We've seen everything on that matchup, on that map.
Yes.
And it's very good to see Taeja back in Pro League. Missed the guy. Was a bit worried for him, but he was able to advance in his Code S group, despite having Sulky was in the group. So, there was some stiff competition for him, but he was able to make it through. Now in Pro League, his opponent, it's going to be CJ-Entus' skyHigh, and unfortunately, look at that record, man. 2-7, 5 losses for his last 5 games.
Yeah, I mean, his TBT record completely different from his Brood War days, because he was the Brood War TBT
specialist.
In other terms, TBT Ponja. Sniper. I think that's a better way to say it.
So it's kind of crazy how that's changed for him from Starcraft 1 to 2.
I mean, when we had skyHigh versus Flash, everyone was like, oh my god, this is going to be the best TBT, and skyHigh, he has a chance to take down Flash. But in StarCraft 2, we don't see the same thing anymore.
Yeah.
So since the players are ready, we're going to hop into the match.
Spawning in the bottom left-hand position, the blue Terran making his return to Pro League. It's Taeja playing for Evil Genius's Team Liquid.
His opponent from CJ-Entus. He needs to get his TBT back from the Brood War days. His name is skyHigh, spawning as the orange Terran on the top right position on Bifrost.
He does need to get that form back from Brood War, man.
He does.
Yeah. So the map's Bifrost. We've seen so many different strategies on this map. It's actually one of the most varied maps. I want to say that Arkanoid kind of tops it, but that's just a crazy map. And
yeah, Arkanoid is in a whole different world. It's like a whole different dimension.
Is in its own tier of like just crazy maps.
The thing about Bifrost is that yes, it is crazy. We see some crazy tactics, but it's a great map.
Yeah, it's actually very good. I was very worried looking at this map. Like, as a Protoss, from a Protoss perspective, I look at the map and I'm like, there's 2 entrances. That can only mean terrible Ling run-bys. We have yet to see that happen, though, interestingly enough.
Yeah, well, I still have some problem playing on this map in a PvC if I play some custom games, only because it's hard to take the 3rd base, and it's even harder to take a 4th base. In a PvC scenario.
The 4th base is going to be very hard to take. I don't think the 3rd is too hard to take.
3rd is okay. It's okay, but it's harder than some other maps out there.
Okay. SCV is going to kind of bump into it.
What he's going for completely blocking off the natural expansion. So all skyHigh has to do is go around.
And Taeja did not scout the gas. I'm a little bit worried about that, actually. He could have done that, but I guess he wanted to save his SCV.
Yeah, I guess so.
skyHigh going to go around the back as well. Back entrance to scout Taeja's base, but Taeja's going to be prepared for it by then.
Or maybe, given what Taeja middle, he didn't care if his opponent went for the gas. He just wanted to check if his opponent went for the 15cc or not.
The proxy.
Or the proxy, one of those two. I think that's all he wanted to check with the SCV.
Okay, cool. So we have a command center, not a hatchery, a command center being built by skyHigh. Taeja's grabbing his 2nd gas here, and it looks like skyHigh's going to be able to scout that. So, maybe he won't be able to scout it, and scouting has been denied.
All he sees is that his opponent did not get the command center.
So, Taeja is in a good position right now to pretty much throw his opponent completely off guard. And
there we go, the starport.
Okay,
Tech Lab.
Tech Lab, we're going to see Cloaked Banshees from Taeja. That makes sense due to the double gas. And because his starport is so close to his opponent's base, he's going to be able to get in there very fast. And skyHigh is not going to be able to scout this as well unless he kind of just searches all over the map for things. And is he going to go for it? I think he may be moving over there.
Whoa, the Marines are just in the front here.
And now Taeja.
That's
Foxy, it's going to get scouted. Taeja needs to bring units over there in order to defend against this attack.
He'll be able to finish the Banshee, but the Cloak won't finish on time at all.
Well, what Taeja could do is as soon as the Banshee finishes, even with the Banshee finish, I'm not sure if it's going to be able to take out the Marines. And the Tech Lab gets taken out. Cloak has been canceled. Taeja's plans have been foiled. He's going to be forced into a macro game from a behind position, and he has got to be careful. He does not want to lose this Banshee here.
Yeah, the Banshee is going to get into the main base, and he will be able to kill some SCVs. Small mistake by skyHigh by not leaving a few Marines, but that doesn't matter because he has Viking.
And then 2 mules go down just to kind of be like, hey man, I don't care if you killed 6 SCVs. I just defended your attack. I'm going to kill your Starport. I think the Starport, no. Starport may die. I think Taeja will probably try to repair it though, but
whoa.
Looking at the situation right now, skyHigh's got a supply advantage. He has an army advantage. And Taeja, I mean, he's only just building his expansion right now. It's only halfway done.
Yeah, you could see that Taeja is in the panic mode right now because he's building 2 bunkers.
He is. He wants to be completely ready for anything that could come his way, and it's very imperative for him to be able to defend against this incoming wave of attacks here. And that's a lot of Hellions.
It's a lot of Hellions, and that's the worst position for the Marines to be in. Lined up, and all those Marines will get taken out. And I don't even think Taeja has any Marines in that bunker.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. Look at this. Now he's just going to... Can he actually snipe the SCV before the command center finishes? Seems like he doesn't even care. He's just going to go for the Hellions and then go for the SCVs when they are lined up at the ramp.
This is not the Taeja we are used to seeing here. He's been caught completely off guard. His attacks have been foiled. The Viking even landing to help out now. And Taeja, he's managed to actually somehow get 2 Marines in this bunker, but I don't think it even matters. There's still Marines and Hellions working on that army.
And with skyHigh completely taking over the top of the ramp, I mean, Taeja will be able to defend the attack, but look at the SCV difference right now. 35 SCVs to 18, and skyHigh now has cloaked Banshees. Good news for Taeja is that he does have the Viking.
He has the Viking, but I think he just dropped his mules, especially after that battle. You're not going to save that energy.
Yeah. He's like, well, I lost tons of SCVs. I'm going to drop the mules. No scan means you need the
he's got no energy. That's terrible for Taeja.
Look at this with the cloak being finished up. I don't know how Taeja can defend this. There's no way.
He has to keep building SCVs, and luckily, the Banshee, it doesn't have too much energy, but that's still, he's still going to be able to get a very good amount of kills off.
10 kills on the Banshee. That's way more than cost efficient.
Look at that, 44 SCVs already killed. That's ridiculous.
In skyHigh, he's just playing it really safe right now. Behind it, he's getting a 3rd center. He's just a macro game. That's going to come that I saw on the minimap, and where did that actually go?
All right, well, 34 to 72 supply. The Hellions in here, can they do damage? Taeja needs to micro those. There he goes. And where are the forces for skyHigh? He's not reacting to this at all.
Well, skyHigh is not going to react to it. Initially, there was more Hellions in the initial drop, but skyHigh's units were over there to defend it, and that much damage with the Hellions that Taeja just did is not enough to cover what the Banshees did to Taeja's mineral line.
Indeed. So we have Brewframe Hellion on the way, being researched.
Look at that, 10 SCVs by Taeja.
Oh man, he's even using his Vikings on the ground to defend against these Hellions here, but they're going to be able to completely decimate that mineral line.
And this is pretty Taeja. He's only on 11 SCVs. His opponent is sitting on 3 bases, and the Cloak Banshee also harassing the 3rd base at the same time.
All right, actually only 37, 40 now. Almost 44. I guess we were looking at a different unit tab there. Probably 44 units killed overall. Yeah, Taeja, he's just staying in this game, but unfortunately, things have not gone his way.
Yeah, it's not the same Taeja that we've been seeing in round 1, and skyHigh, he just scouted everything perfectly, and one mistake that I saw by Taeja was lifting up the factory and getting scouted.
Hellions getting in the base again.
And this time, it's not regular flames, it's blue flames, which means that it's going to roast everything. And just showing hell to Taeja right now, saying, this is Pro League, welcome back. This is what you get for staying out of Pro League for so long. GG.
GG, skyHigh breaking his losing streak. And his TBT losing streak as well. Taeja, you know, he tried to go for the proxy flight, got scouted. I think it may have been a mistake for him to fly that factory.
Yes, definitely.
So I think that the game could have gone very differently, though, if the Cloak Banshees were not scouted.